Today, I felt like we needed just to do a where are we in terms of the transition team and Trump coming into office. And one of the headlines I saw yesterday was Sean Duffy, who is a business host for Fox News, was going to be his pick for transportation secretary. I can't lie. The minute I saw it, it just went to Sean Puffy. And I thought, oh my God, he is going to appoint Sean Puffy Combs because it would not be so completely out of the ordinary. So my question is he just trolling the green room at Fox for cabinet appointees? I mean, why do you think that he is so interested in these Fox News people?
Because this is not an intellectually curious man. He's proven this. This isn't somebody who wants to have scholars and experts around him. His whole presidency and his whole victory is an attack on expertise. We no longer value expertise. And we used to say, okay, we are a country that has some very smart experts. And those people have records and resumes, and we can appoint them to the best positions, and they can surround themselves with other experts. And that's how we stay, the shining beacon on the hill. And we are top in industry, top in economy, top in scientific discoveries. People don't value expertise anymore. So it's no surprise to me that it's just this grab ass of, oh, this guy on Fox News really says a lot of nice things about me, so I'm going to pick him.
That's a great point. I hadn't even thought about it in those terms, but you're absolutely right. Just no value on expertise. And then one thing I wanted to kind of touch on is Trump, as we know, wants to cut taxes for billionaires and big corporations. So the Washington Post published an article that said that he plans to subsidize and pay for those tax cuts by cutting Medicaid, food stamps, and other social safety nets. So I guess what I'm wondering is this going to hurt, or how could it not hurt the very people that voted for him?
This is where the Democrats have failed in messaging the benefits of social safety net and social safety programs. The Republicans have consistently campaigned that they want to privatize Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. These are the consequences of Republican policies. And what's going to happen is they are going to have to do all of this stuff. This is what Republican victories get you. And it always ends with the economy in shambles. And that is just the normal swing of the pendulum. And so they're going to do that. They're going to wreck the economy. They're going to deregulate. They're going to take a blowtorch to all of this social safety net. That is just part and parcel of electing a Republican. So all of that's going to happen. What we have to put our focus on is, can we maintain law and order to an extent with a convicted felon running the entire country? All of the Republican policies, that's what they get to do when they win. And they do it every time. And that's what they want to do. They don't give a shit about the poor. They don't give a shit about people that struggle. They don't give a shit about raising the minimum wage. All of these, I say this in quotations, listener, Christians that are supposed to care about the poor, they like demonizing the poor. They like demonizing the cycles of poverty and never wish to be in a solution. My larger concern with all of this shit is, does the First Amendment maintain, or is everybody just going to go ahead and pre-surrender to his fascist tendencies? The Republican Party tendencies, we lived through the Bush era. We lived through Reagan. This is the stuff that they do. These are their policies. And so I put the onus on the Democrats to go out and constantly say, look at the impacts of this. Look at the impacts of these red state MAGA policies. Look at the bottom ranked 10 states. Look at the Republican MAGA supermajorities they have. Look at poverty, look at crime, look at education, look at all the stuff. It's a shit show. So if you want a better, healthier life, look at the top 10 states. Look at the policies they put in place. But what do I know? I'm just a podcaster.
It is quite alarming how the middle class so solidly backs Republicans, yet it seems to me that they will be the most disenfranchised with all these new policies. Another policy that's really alarming. The New York Times is reporting that, as Trump promised during his campaign, he wants to use a law from the 1800s to declare a national emergency regarding immigration so that he can then utilize the United States military to go in to states and round up illegal immigrants. My question that concerns me is, what is the overreach of that going to be? What are they going to do with them after they round them up? Are they going to get immigrants with legal status? How are they going to find it? How are they going to fund it? I mean, there are so many things that concern me about that, but utilizing the U.S. military in the United States is unprecedented.
I don't think there's any question that we can look at his two most controversial picks in Matt Gaetz and his Department of Defense, the Fox News host guy with the white supremacist tattoos, Hegseth, I think his name is, that those are the two areas of which he is most interested in taking a blowtorch. And so there's going to be a big splash to show everybody, look at how tough we are on immigrants. Look at what we did. A friend of ours that works in government told us the easiest thing for them to do initially is to take all of the people that are currently incarcerated in the United States. In all 50 states, we have illegal immigrants that are incarcerated. These are the policies that they want. These are the policies that a lot of Muslim immigrants in Michigan voted for. And then they see who the prime minister of Israel, the ambassador of Israel is going to be. And so there's going to be a lot of reckoning that people are going to have to do with all of this. And I think our focus and the Democrats' focus needs to be holding the line to get to midterms, keeping free speech, and mitigating some of this as best we can. But he said he wanted to do this. So I'm not surprised in the least bit. I watched his rallies. We covered his rallies. I am 0% shocked that this is what he wants to do because we sounded the alarm bell. So I'm just waiting to watch it because I know it's going to happen because he told us he was going to do this. He told us he wanted to have the military round people up. He told us he was going to declare a national emergency on day one. This is not news. This is what he campaigned on for 2 years. So it's going to happen. I'm 0% shocked. I think the goal when giving a gift is you want everybody in the room to say, that was an excellent gift. You are a great gift giver. And this always happens to me because I buy all of my holiday gifts from Uncommon Goods.
You know what I especially like about Uncommon Goods? I'm always struggling with a hostess gift for a holiday party or a baby shower or a bridal shower. And what I love about Uncommon Goods is they always have the perfect gift, and it's from small businesses. Sometimes it's handmade. It's so unique.
Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so you've got to shop now, listener, before they sell out this holiday season. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/hadit. That's uncommongoods.com/hadit for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
It's so concerning. And one thing I just wanted to bring up, since we're kind of doing a where are we now, is the Matt Gaetz pick has received a lot of criticism, both Republican circles and Democratic circles. And now we're fighting over the release of the ethics report regarding him. Yesterday, a new report came out that said even more young girls have come to testify to Congress about sex parties and illegal drugs being used at these sex parties. So Matt Gaetz apparently was not even on the short list to be vetted for attorney general. He was on a plane with Trump and he said, I'm going to kill him. And so that's why
He's going to kill who?
Kill the left, kill Trump's political enemies. He said that on a plane. So he wasn't vetted. Now we're in this process. Part of me wonders, is it a pick that everyone's going to freak out so that when he turns around and puts like a Judge Jeanine from Fox News, keeping up with the Fox News picks, that she'll sell through because Matt Gaetz is such a bad pick? Or do you think he legitimately thinks Matt Gaetz is the one?
Again, I want to go back to this is a person who doesn't value expertise. He values loyalty and retribution. So Matt Gaetz, the more alarming story about Matt Gaetz, Trump being surrounded by crazy people, I've watched that for 10 years. Trump trying to appoint crazy people doesn't surprise me one bit. The Matt Gaetz appointment doesn't surprise me one bit because I've watched this for 9 to 10 years. I've watched what a psycho he is. What's more alarming to me is that how normalized sexual abuse is becoming from the president-elect, the Department of Defense nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. But it all started with Clarence Thomas and Anita Hill. And this is not a disqualifying thing. The Republican Party has consistently and constantly shown people that they get to be really screwed up sexually, but then we get to call out and be in everybody else's bedroom. And, you know, you had that Senator Larry Craig a while back that was trying to have gay sex in an airport, tapping his toe and got arrested by the feds. So all of this stuff about family values and Moses Mike Johnson and bringing the Bible back into America, all that's bullshit. All of that is bullshit for people that are not critical thinkers. And they buy into that and it makes them feel, oh, I'm currying favor with Jesus and with God because I'm voting for these godly men. But they don't look behind how abhorrent the behavior is. What's more alarming to me is that none of this stuff is disqualifying anymore. And I think it started with Clarence Thomas. They started dipping their toes in. And you look at Al Franken on the Democrat side, who was an SNL comedian who had a photo where he, wasn't grabbing a woman's boob, but pretended like he was. And he resigned from office. And then these guys, the Department of Defense nominee, he paid off somebody that he allegedly raped. And then you've got Matt Gaetz having all these orgies with teenagers, yet all of these QAnon people, they are all about this. So it's just this breathtaking, disgusting hypocrisy that melds the oligarchy and the religious right with the most dysfunctional, broken people that are so dishonest, that do all of this performative bullshit, that put a blowtorch into embracing people that really are experts in their field. Like we have Robert F. Kennedy Jr. What is he playing? What game is he playing with Matt Gaetz? He's playing the Donald Trump game. Shock, awe. I don't care about norms. I don't care about any of this stuff. And so none of this surprises me. I refuse to be one of these people after 9 to 10 years of what I've seen to sit here and act like I'm shocked, because I'm not. This is exactly what he told everybody he was going to do. So I'm surprised 0%.
Yeah, that's so true. He told people what he was going to do and people voted for it. So that's where we are. We're not even to the transition yet. We're not even to January, not even to Thanksgiving. But lots of turmoil and lots of hypocrisy going on in the Donald Trump transition.
All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to our show and we'll see you guys later.
It's so